pale figure. Whenever we hear the term alien or even think about it, well, that's the perfect image that comes to mind. An imp with a bent backbone was caught walking in quite a strange way near a house in Kentucky, as if it were trying to find people to scare or take away to its dwelling. And we all know what happens in such places. Come on, you must have seen it in movies. When a ghost captures its prey, it annihilates them. But before doing that, it wants them to beg for annihilation. That's the real dogma of aliens, and that's what it was trying to find in the neighborhood. Thankfully, its struggle seems to have gone in vain. However, it triggered fear in the surroundings as it vanished from the spot after a little search, and people were skeptical that it could reappear again. And that's when the real trouble could happen. Well, we just pray and hope that such a situation never comes to pass. E.T. Visitor. To record what happens in the forest at night, a young adventurer decided to spend a few hours there. Soon, after some time, he felt the presence of someone else there. Sensing someone behind the bushes, the man meticulously hid and started recording. Horrifically, out of nowhere, a horrible creature jumped out. It must have been because of the camera's light. It sensed danger and came close to the tree where he was hiding. This guy surely had nerves of steel, as he didn't panic, but kept filming there to see it further. The creepy being, instead of running away, suddenly charged towards the guy. And this is exactly where the clip ended, leaving behind many questions. Did that guy manage to survive? Or did he become a victim of that E.T. visitor? Nightcrawler. Have you ever wondered how aliens walk? Well, here it is. They walk by bending their bodies, just like this one that was caught on camera crawling on a huge log with 4 legs. Check its height, guys. It seemed like 6 feet, even in a bent position. And how vigilant it was, checking all its surroundings to evade the threat if it came. More importantly, see how silent it was. Its footsteps made no noise, depicting that if aliens walked toward us from behind, we'd never be able to sense them or hear their footsteps. Yet another insecurity unlocked, folks. We have to be careful, because if these are all aliens and they exist among us, then there's a good possibility that we may encounter them. And that would be the last thing on Earth I'd wish for. Horned man. We've all seen animals with horns, but a human-like creature with horns? That's something out of the box. While searching for his lost dog, he was stunned to see a weird-looking figure peeking through the window. It had a human-like head, but strangely with small horns. However, what was more shocking was that the figure suddenly disappeared when the guy threw a flash at it. However, it appeared right as he switched off the flash. To search for that figure, that man went to the specific apartment, only to find out it was locked from the outside. Neighbors of that building said this apartment had been locked for more than 6 months. Here comes another mystery on top of a mystery, guys. God knows what secrets that apartment holds. Only time will tell. Dark monster. Don't fear the dark, but fear the creatures that live in it. They are all spooky and ghostly. While walking in the woods, this man came across a creature that was glued to the tree. It wasn't a monkey, certainly not, and it had a horrifying face and a strong body like one you'd never seen before. As the man spotted it and looked again at the tree, it was gone. Just disappeared. Having seen enough for one night, he decided to go home. And while heading home, he encountered this creature again. This time in a very close encounter near a cave, where it seemed to be engaged in some sort of ritual in the middle of the jungle. Perhaps it was trying to call more of its friends. Whatever it was doing, it sent a wave of fear through the man, and he ran away from the jungle. Figure. Bet on this one. This was a close encounter with an alien. A man was in the jungle at night, perhaps wood collecting to ignite a fire in the cold weather. However, as he was collecting them, he heard some strange noises coming from behind a tree. I'm sure he might have expected wild animals and was mentally prepared for that. Instead, what came out of the tree was not a wild animal, but another creature. And you know what it could be? Yep, see it for yourself. A plain white body and elongated head, hawk eyes, and looking around in a very skeptical way. It seemed like it had just come out of its dwelling and was on the hunt. Thankfully, it didn't notice the man and immediately jumped to other bushes, vanishing from the scene. The man also didn't waste any more time standing there and came out of the jungle hurriedly.